I want to ask Ellie, weren't you offended by, there were like at least 2 episodes that, you know, they
Yes.
lambasted you.
Because I'm very human. I'm not a working robot that when you say something, I'm just gonna accept it. With my one rule that I always follow is the rule of reciprocity, which is if you do something bad to me, don't expect anything good coming back from you.
An eye for an eye.
Yes, and that's it. But well, for me,
That doesn't really fit into fashion, does it?
for me, if it goes below the belt, the judging, I'm gonna be like saying something.
Well, I think it's time you tell him yourself. Let's welcome fetching fashion designer Rahul Laurel.
Designers.
And top model and fashion editor, Apple's s1e12c.
Hello, designers.
We missed you.
Has anyone approached you guys about comments for judging for the show?
Oh God, a lot of people have talked to me about my judging style. Some find me really mataray.
Really?
Yeah, they do. But then again, I just say, I'm just really honest.
Yeah, and a lot of people have questioned our judging. At the end of the day, I stand by what I've decided on.
I agree completely, because it's really quite subjective. But there's a reason why we're here, and we're just trying to do our jobs as best as we can. Nothing personal.
At the end of the day, it's not personal. Trabaho lang naman, di ba?
So designers, what do you think of Rahul as a judge? Sure. Ellie?
Well, they're both passionate about their craft, and their words are penetrating me every time. And I just smile through the pain.
At the end of the day, it's not about your personality. It's not about who you are. We're judging your work, period. That's all.
When I'm tough out there, it's not because I hate you, but it's because I want you to do even better next time. Because I believe in all of you.
With Raho, I think he points out the good things in people. Parang, like I told you this before, na I really appreciated what you told me during the wedding challenge na about vision and whatever. Pero yun, I really appreciated that. And with Apples naman, siya yung bring it on eh. Parang, okay, go. Kasi what she says, it's true. So parang tough love, yun nga.
Yes,
Pero
I
it's-
love you toughly.
So designers, now is your opportunity to ask the judges. Anything you'd like to ask?
When that time when Apples asked Rahul for your comment on my dress, and you just said no comment. How come you just said no comment? And I just thought you were there to say something about my dress, if it's too ugly or the worst, or...
In hindsight, I should have said something, but I wasn't prepared to make a comment then. However, if you'd like me to comment now, I could tell you how I felt. I felt that it lacked panache. I felt that it was a bit too plain. However, compared to the rest of the people, unfortunately, that's how I felt. To this day, I think it needed something more.
Sometimes ba you get second thoughts na, ay parang dapat yung isa dapat na natanggal. Parang ganon.
All the
parang mali.
time.
All the time.
You know,
All the time.
Aris, it's not easy. It's not easy. Loida, my heart was breaking when we had to let you
Mine
go. It was the first one that we had to say goodbye to, and I couldn't sleep.
You know, we would always call each other after judging day. When we get home, we're both so down, and we're always talking to each other, trying to ease each other's pain and guilt and all that, because we don't want to do that to you guys, to any one of you. But then, that's how it goes, right?
This is a competition. But that shouldn't discourage you. This is just the beginning of something utterly amazing.
For the whole duration of Project Runway, at least until the 11th, what was the best and the worst design you've ever seen in
That's
the
a
runway?
good question.
For me, the best challenge was the wedding challenge. I think everybody did wonderfully there. For me, the weakest challenge was the vision challenge, where everybody really disappointed. I can't say which was the best design or which was the bad design. I would just sort of like do it collectively. But you blew me away at the wedding challenge, which is very good because that's going to be a very important aspect of your careers.
I actually really liked VJ's wedding gown. Remember, I had said during that challenge that I was torn because I was voting for his gown. As for the worst one, I think it was Ellie's uniform. I'm very honest, so I might as well say it. I liked your wedding gown, but I hated your uniform. Don't get back at me.
Were you sad or super sad when Ivan and I left?
I cried for
sad
2
and super
days.
sad.
I was super sad to see you and Ivan go. Although we tried to we try to distance ourselves, but somehow we do get attached to all of you. So yes, I was very sad. I cried for 2 days.
Yes.
2 days lang.
Si Ivan na-eliminate agad. Then si Mara stayed up to the last episode, yung elimination. Hindi ko lang maintindihan na si Ivan, binubuo niya ang damit, lahat nandun na pagbuo. And then si Mara, since day one, yun nga, yung weakest, niya, gumagamit ng glue. Diba? So, hindi ko lang medyo yung diferensya ng, hindi ko ma-express.
Yes, I understand, Lloyda, what you're trying to say. Ultimately, it is a question of taste. Ultimately, it is a question of a particular taste level. At the end of the day, what we are looking here is a particular point of view. Obviously, Mara is deficient in terms of her technical skills, while Ivan is very proficient in technicalities. However, weighing all of this equally was what created the more advantage to Mara. Tsaka, wag nating tatanggalin yung swerte. Kasi minsan, ang laki ng nagagawa kapag, nabunot mo yung magandang modelo, or nakabili ka ng magandang tela, or maganda yung mood mo nung araw na yun. I mean, we're all creative energies eh.
I have a feeling we're coming to a head when we get back, so let's take a break.
Let's carry on. There was one designer in particular that had just as much to say about the judges as we had about him. Any guess who that is? Ellie, this is about you.
The whole time when the judges were telling me things about my outfit, I was smiling because I don't really see what they saw. I think they need to see an ophthalmologist for their vision. I would suggest to Raho that he should consult his doctor first. I think his cholesterol level is affecting his way of thinking. And when Teresa told me my work is done by a 4-year-old, at least I don't look 40. Apples even told me you barely made it. In my head, okay, the person who just told me that is a model who got lucky. So she's not a fashion authority yet. If I'm going to be face-to-face with Raho, I will tell him not to wear any more knitted shirts if he doesn't want to show his man boobs. Because he keeps on hiding, doing like this. And it gives him cleavage. I can't sleep at night thinking about it because it gives me nightmares. So please, wear a bra.